stop villainizing the human parts of yourself. It does you nothing to work against your human side, the illogical side, the emotional side. And I understand that when you do self-development, you truly want to implement what you're working on, and you do not like to see when you fall off, quote unquote, or when you revert back to some of the ways that you would move through life, that you're trying to move away from. But like I mentioned in one of my videos, it's important to understand that the setbacks that you get, when I say setbacks, I mean when you do fall back into those old beliefs or old behaviors that you once had and you're trying to move away from, those setbacks are truly working for you, in the sense that they are proving to you how much you are in the process of letting go of those behaviors. Because when you get triggered again, or when you fall back into those behaviors, it allows you to observe how differently you react to them, how differently they manifest within yourself. So instead of perceiving those triggers as you failing, perceive it as something to show you that you are succeeding. And when it comes to those behaviors and those habits that you're trying to ditch, stop villainizing that part of yourself, that human part of yourself, because there is a reason why. There's a reason why you go back to those behaviors. There's a reason why you did those behaviors in the first place. There is something that those behaviors are satisfying within yourself, or there is something that those behaviors are providing you with. Either it's a feeling of comfort, of it feeling familiar, or of it making you feel some type of way of yourself or some type of way about your life. There is something that explains why those behaviors exist within you and why you go back to them. So instead of working against them and villainizing them and deeming them bad, work with them. Fall into acceptance. Accept the fact that, yes, you tend to go back to that. That is something that is happening within yourself. And also fall into understanding. Get curious. Get curious about why you do those things, why you go back to those behaviors and to those habits that feel so familiar. Ask yourself, why do they feel familiar? Is it just because you've been doing them for so long? Or is it because they're providing you with something that you deeply desire? And when you're at that point in your questioning, then you can go to the next level, which is, okay, well, this thing that those behaviors are providing me with, can I find it in other behaviors and healthy habits, or can I find them in elsewhere in my life? Is there another way that I can get that feeling, or I can get whatever those behaviors are providing me with? Can I find it elsewhere? Like I said, in behaviors that are more healthy and in habits that you are trying to implement within your life. Because most likely what those unhealthy behaviors are providing you with, most likely it cannot be found in only that habit. So life is so versatile, and you can find different desires and different things in so many other places. So get curious and get creative. And it's not to reject that desire that you have of the thing that behavior is providing you with. It is to understand that, okay, this behavior is within me. And it's with accepting it, that it is there. And then, like I said, moving to, is there another way that I could satisfy that desire, that need that I have? So Stop villainizing your human side, fall into acceptance, fall into understanding, and really work with yourself instead of working against yourself. It will do you no good to reject those parts of yourself. And you will see that with that process of accepting yourself and understanding yourself, you will gain a much stronger relationship with yourself. And having that with yourself is so absolutely important in everything that you do in your life and everything you're trying to achieve, and truly your well-being in your life. So stop villainizing yourself, grow into acceptance and understanding, and work with yourself instead of against yourself.